hope you're okay. So today I'm coming with a bit of a serious kind of advice, kind of a discussion video, other than a tutorial or a giveaway or something. It's a bit more personal, more open, to help you guys as much as also to help me. So if you got any other advice, please do not be afraid to leave a comment down below. I'm growing as a person and I'm helping you guys grow as well, so it'd be great to just exchange ideas. So today's video is about how to be able to have a stable relationship with somebody in the military, whether it's you and your partner, just to have that stable relationships with a bit of do's and don'ts, and also how you can help the relationship stay stronger and be more stable. So I've been with my man for, we've been talking for almost 7 years, 6 years. I started kind of seeing him when I was 16, and then he got deployed and moved away and got moved to Germany for a while, and then he came back and got moved to Falklands, and then he came back and got moved somewhere else. So we're a bit of an on and off, and I was 16 at that time. I really did not want a stressful relationship. I wanted a guy that was right there, but I was still talking to him. And then when I was 20, he started talking to me again when he came back to the UK, and we decided to take the relationship seriously and actually have a relationship. So it's nearly 2 years, nearly 2 years since we officially started dating. So what are the key things that I've learned throughout the 6 years? The most important thing I've learned is to communicate. Communication with a military person is very, very important, because one, keeping in contact with each other. Sorry, I got it written down so I don't forget any points, so that's why I'm looking down. Basically, as much as you need him to talk to you, he needs, or she needs you to also talk to him, especially when he's deployed, or when he's away for training or anything. She or he needs your support as much as possible. So you talking to him or her is very, very important, and making sure that when you talk, you don't talk about anything stressful, you don't bring up anything, you just have a light conversation where you know that you're leaving a smile on each other's faces, other than something that will upset either one of you. So you can leave those kind of conversations for when they're back at home, kind of thing. Number 2 is be prepared that at any time they can be deployed, they can leave, and sometimes they are told they can't tell you where they're going, so they will just be taken to the place, and you, no matter how much you ask him or her to tell you, they're not allowed to tell you their location. And you as a partner, you're just meant to be supportive with that, and just help support them, understand that it's for his own safety and also for your own safety as well. Number 3, give him or her a lot of positive reassurance and reinforcements, and just positive thinking. So never use him or her being away as a negative. Always, use that to build and make the relationship stronger. Use that to understand that, use that as you supporting them with their career choices. It might not be your preference, but support them through it, because that's what they need. Number 4, always tell them how you feel. That's very, very, very important. So express to them how you feel, express to them your emotions, reassure them that you still love them and you care about them, and you know, just express your emotions, because that's the time that you guys need to understand that as much as you need him or her, they need you as much. Number 5, be there for each other, especially for your military partner. We as civilians do not understand what they go through, so all we can do is be supportive. And one way that I'm supportive is when he's got I go visit him at his work when he's here at his camps or something. I go and visit him so I can see how he works, I can see what goes on, and that helps open up your eyes, makes you see that, you know what, he's doing the best he can. So always be as much supportive, because he might not want to be in an office sitting there just typing, you know. He finds it that he's beneficial in saving people's lives, he's beneficial in catching grenades, throwing grenades, shooting bullets, healing people. Whatever his job is in the military, he feels that that's where he belongs. So you as the partner are meant to just be supportive about that. You also need to understand that you as a partner, you mean a hell lot to them. Trust me, you're like their backbone. Most of the times they would not admit it. I've been there, but you're their backbone. But you also got to understand that their job is their job is as important as you are. So sometimes they will tell you, I can't talk to you right now, babe. You gotta understand that, you know what, okay, take a pause, step back, go and do what you gotta do, and come back once you're ready. And that will make your relationship so strong, other than wanting to be number 1 all the time. Sometimes you gotta be number 2 and let his career go number 1, because they progress within the military, they upgrade, their ranks go up with as much effort and as much time and progress they do. They go up a rank every time. So you gotta understand that sometimes the job's gotta come first and you just gotta be second, putting a cheerleader what are they called, shifts, and cheering him on or her on. So you gotta understand that as well. And you gotta also follow your heart. A lot of people will tell you a lot of things. I got told a lot of things when I started dating him. I got told military men are never faithful. They'll always cheat on you, especially when they're deployed, because they're there for like a year or 6 months and they're never faithful and blah blah blah. You will have a lot of people say a whole lot of stuff in your ears. You'll have, when you go and visit his camp, you'll have a lot of his friends tell you a lot of stuff, but you as you gotta trust your partner. You gotta trust, or you guys gotta build that trust, and without that you will break down every single time. You'll wonder why he didn't call you, why he took so long to answer your calls, why he doesn't, you know, all these things will be going through your head, and that will affect you. So make sure that you're following your heart and not listening to anybody else, because trust me, in this game you will flip up and play with your mind. So always make sure that you're in it for you and him, not anybody else. Also, do not take the time you have together for granted. Never, because you never know when he will be called and be told, you know what, tomorrow morning you're off to Afghan, or tomorrow morning you're off to Iraq, or tomorrow morning you're off here. So you just gotta understand that time together means more than anything else. So cherish it. You got free time, he's off, you're off, spend it together, you know, a couple of hours, few days. Use that to both your advantage, because one day you'll be sitting there wishing you had just those couple of hours to see his face, to see his smile, to see her smile, or her face. So make sure you cherish those moments together. Make sure you use the time together wisely, and understand that as well. Don't get upset when you can't communicate with your partner. I know it's very, very frustrating. I've been there where you call them and you know that they can answer, but they don't answer your calls, and you have all these thoughts going through your head. Don't let that get the best of you. You gotta understand he is basically on duty 24/7, even if his work is 9 to 5 or 7 to 5 or whatever time it is. But when he's in that camp, or when he's away or wherever it is, he's working 24/7 as a military person, and you as a civilian, you'll never understand that. So you gotta always understand where he's coming from, put yourself in his shoe and understand that. And the other thing, you gotta be very, very mature and very patient for it, because military relationships do not happen just like that. They do not fall in love just like that. They've seen things and heard things and experienced things that nobody would ever understand except them. So you gotta also understand that sometimes they would not want to talk to you about certain things, but you gotta just make him comfortable to be able to talk to you about it. They'll wake up in the middle of the night having nightmares, and you gotta comfort them and make them feel safe, even though she's the woman that's got powers. But you gotta step in and make them feel safe. What else? Be open. Yeah, I'd say that's it. You just gotta have an open mind and be very mature and know that that's what you want, because it's also a very, very hard time. And the other thing I'd also advise for you guys is, if you're dating a military person, not to advertise it a lot. So keep that kind of information, his name or anything like that, or pictures or anything like that, him in uniform or anything personal. So do not publish them on Facebook and stuff, because with nowadays where people are targeting military personnel, you will get yourself into danger, and the last thing he wants is to be in a situation where you're captured or something's happened to you because of him. So be very, very careful what you publicize online about your military person. I try not to publicize anything. I will just be like, me and my boyfriend are having fun. Only a handful of people know he's in the military, because they ask me like, oh, we haven't seen him, and I'm like, oh, he's an Afghan, so make sure you do not inform a lot of people, because then that you become an easy target. And also, if he's told you like, oh, I'm in a secret location, try and not tell anybody about it. If he's gone to Afghan, try and not publicize it too much. I know it's hard and you just want to tweet about it or Facebook it so you can get people to support you, but try not to publicize too much about him as a person, because he would truly appreciate that. So yeah, good luck to you girls that are planning to date military persons. It's a beautiful, most amazing relationship ever. Every relationship has its ups and downs. No relationship is perfect. You will have those days where you have the good and the bad days, but it just depends on what both of you are willing to go through with each other. It's like any other relationship, but with just a bit of pieces that you need to learn. So yeah, sorry if it was a bit too in-depth, but leave your comments down below if you're dating any military person, what your advice would be. If you want to date a military person and you're not sure if I haven't covered anything, leave your comments down below as well. Yeah, thank you guys a lot, and I hope to speak to you guys soon. Thank you for watching. Bye guys, love you.